Okay then, this thing came today. I'm not going to do an unboxing. I'm going to have to put this shit in here. I'll pull out my next one in a little bit, and we'll see what's going to happen. God, it's going to take about 30 to 40 minutes for my PC to cool down, so I can take out my last graphics card and put in this new one. So we'll see what happens. Um, So the second part of this video, the second half of this video, if you will be what happens after I do all that shit. So with all that being said, good day. Hello, I'm back, and it's been a while. The last time the first half of this video was made almost a week and a half ago. It took that fucking long for me to get all the components I needed to install this thing. The power supply that I had was not good enough for my graphics card. So I said fuck it, and I upgraded it. But but the power supply I wanted, that I ordered, I should say, was a little bit, went on sale, so I got it cheaper than when I bought it because Amazon was kind of cool like that. So it took another 2 days for the process to go through. Once that happened, I got my power supply, installed that, um, checked around my guts of my PC and everything. It was great. Now, the ironic thing about me doing this, and the reason I'm making this video, is because it was surprisingly easy for me to do this shit myself. All you really need is a screwdriver and a decent table and some lighting, and you're good. You can do it bare minimum like that. Because I am a nut, and back in the day I was heavily into miniatures and painting miniatures and making miniatures and shit. I had even better tools to do it. Um, but yeah, um, you know, I did what I had to do. Now, here's the kicker though. I haven't had my hand in the guts of a computer since 1998. 1999, 1998. So literally 16 years, 16, 17 years. And at that time, I was 12, 13 years old. So it's been a while since I've had my hands in the guts of a computer. And this was amazing to me, almost a little over a decade and a half. And I'm like, okay. And PCs, yes, some things look the same. A lot of things also look different. So believe me when I say it was a little odd. That being said, ultimately, uh, PC runs like a dream. It's never ran cooler. My old graphics card was running a little hot. This thing runs cold. The only hot thing coming out of my PC is the exhaust from the power supply, which fuck that power supply. I mean, worst comes to worst, I'll just get a cooling unit for I'll change out the fan. But other than that, it's no biggie. I'm thinking maybe next year for my birthday, if any of my relatives give me Amazon gift cards, I'll get a motherboard and install that shit in there and beef up the motherboard. Because then all I got to do is just pull out my memory, maybe a new motherboard, maybe some memory, maybe one or two 8 GB DDR5 memory sticks, and I'll beef that motherfucker up to 32 megs and call it a day. Because I can do that. What I have to say about PCs back then versus now, back then I had one of the last consumer-based IBM PCs, which was very powerful but built for business. The reason I got it is because I had an uncle who worked for a company that was going under, and basically, well, they weren't going under, they were bought out, but they let go of a lot of the employees, and it was a smaller company being bought by a bigger company, and they were like, take whatever you can get, because fuck these guys. So he took one of the IBM PCs that were brand new that they bought, then they never really used because something happened or whatever. And I got that thing, and it was a beast for like 8 years. I even went to college with it. Well, I didn't go to college with it. It stayed home, and then it just one day it just died. But it was a beast. But when I stuck my hands, when I actually opened that thing up in order to add components and upgrade it a little bit when I first got it, it was a completely different build. Like, things looked different back then. So to see how easy and modular and things are now, it's really just plug and play. You find a spot and you stick it in there. So yeah, just wanted to give you that bit of information. And yeah, if you have any questions, concerns, the difficulty, can you do it too? Leave them in the comment section. I'll answer them. If there are enough of them, I'll even fucking make a video answering your questions. So yeah, boom.